randomly. On this episode of What Happened to Jimmy Flowers, after seeing my husband beaten and lifeless, my body immediately went into shock. And I don't think that it really ever stopped, because it's been nonstop shocking moments ever since. And so at that moment, I immediately knew that the situation was way bigger than me to handle, and I needed some kind of representation. So I randomly call a law firm in Philadelphia. I called them on a Friday. I leave a message, don't even speak to anybody. Monday morning, the secretary is calling me, telling me that they had a meeting about it over the weekend. And they're referring me to their colleagues in, where else? Schuylkill County. How nice, how thoughtful of you, because, I came to you for your legal expertise, not for a referral. I didn't know you guys were referral services. And my heart sank, because I keep telling you guys about the connection. Do you not see the connection? Philadelphia, Schuylkill County, they're all connected. And I'm trying to find out what happened to my husband, because remember, this is a man who supposedly just had a heart attack. And so I go and meet with this guy, and he has pages of information, just thumbing through it in front of me. But he has no knowledge of anything. He doesn't know who Jimmy Flowers is. He knows nothing. Yet, if I'm not mistaken, Jimmy was great friends with one of his family members. They're even friends on Facebook to this day, if I do recall. And let's not forget the fact that the owners of the Motel 6 are Indian. So let me just take a guess here and say, are they related? So this guy seems to have conflicting. Professionally, it's conflicting already, wouldn't you say? And so we leave it at, he needs to find out what happened to Jimmy, and he's going to get back to me. And in between all this of him finding out what happened to Jimmy and getting back to me, I am completely blocked off from the state police. They're refusing to speak to me anything. And then a trooper even goes as far as to lie to me and tell me that he's the captain, when in fact he was not the captain. And got so tongue-tied in the conversation that he admitted to me that Jimmy was in fact murdered and hung the phone up on me. I had been cornered by the coroner and the deputies and all the flying monkeys at some seedy nurses station at the coroner's office. And they were threatening me that I was going to believe what they were telling me. And they ran me around for weeks, refusing to give me copies of the autopsy pictures that are my right to have. Then this guy sends this letter. I'm sick to my stomach just even looking at it, because I haven't looked at it in so long. But let's read it together, guys, shall we? So he says to me, after we met, I reviewed the facts and circumstances surrounding Jimmy's death. Did you? Now, is this guy my daddy? That you would just take it upon yourself that you reviewed everything? Well, you didn't tell me. Where's Where's the facts? Where is it? You haven't presented me with anything. It's your decision. Oh, okay, got you. And then, do you notice how nonchalantly he refers to Jimmy? This is a professional attorney who has no knowledge of Jimmy, supposedly. He has no knowledge of the situation. Yet instead of referring to this man as James, as he should have, he refers to him as Jimmy. Okay, gotcha. Other than a possible case against the motel for inadequate security, I do not see any viable case we can pursue against the Pennsylvania State Police, the Schuylkill County Coroner, or the Department of Corrections. You know what that says to me? That there is in fact something that stinks to high heaven here. That's what that says. And those are your buddies and you're trying to cover for them. With respect to an inadequate security case, if there were numerous people in and out of Jimmy's room who were invited in by Jimmy or someone he was sharing the room with, that would be a very difficult case to prove and win. Well, first of all, thank you for clarifying that, yes, there were in fact numerous people there. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that and admitting that, yes, there were numerous people there. And I highly doubt that any of them were invited by Jimmy. I don't even think that Jimmy was even coherent at that point. I don't even believe that Jimmy even rented the room. He didn't pay for it. He didn't rent it. I need to see the receipt with his signature on it. Where is that? But, do they even do that? Because this was like the Bates Motel. This wasn't a hotel. It was like the Bates Motel. So let's move on. Accordingly, we are going to decline taking on this case. Please be advised that under Pennsylvania law, you have 2 years to file a lawsuit against any person, entity, or company you believe is responsible. This is known as a statute of limitations. In order to be safe, you should calculate the 2-year statute of limitations as expiring, running out on October 24th, 2022, the 2-year anniversary of Jimmy's death. Please understand that neither I nor my firm will be taking any further steps to file a lawsuit or pursue a claim on your behalf or on behalf of Jimmy's estate. If you wish to have another attorney or law firm review a possible claim, you should do so as quickly as possible. Well, first of all, there's no statute of limitations on murder. Let's just be clear with that, right? And also, the statute of limitations starts when you actually know for sure what happened to someone. And I have no clue. None, because they all blocked me out of everything. No attorney or law firm will have anything to do with it. So the attorneys being my first line of defense, I'm completely blocked out. Next thing I know, I'm being continually harassed and stalked to the point now where I'm in a wheelchair with a broken foot, messed up spine. The career that I had is subsequently over. So, tell me that. What do you guys think? On this episode,